Welcome to my podcast, You Are More. I'm your host, Amy, and I'm excited to be here today. We are going to be talking about something that everyone faces in their life. It's it's every person's struggle, and that is people. People are our greatest gift, our greatest assets, and they're also our greatest pain points and our greatest struggle. Would you agree? Yeah, think about it. Think about your greatest achievements. It was done with other people. Think about your greatest setbacks or your greatest hurts is through people, right? So they're great assets and they can be great pain points. But I want to talk to you about discovering who you are and walking into the life of your dreams. And I want to talk to you about the people factor of that. And the people factor of that is going to be this. The number one pitfall to you pursuing and becoming everything that you're supposed to be on this earth is the fear of people. What will people think? What will people think? Think about that. Think how we're programmed from such a young age. Oh, don't do that because what will people think? Think about how our entire systems are set up. Our systems are all set up to conformity, to be like everybody else, to not stand out in the crowd, to you wear what everyone wears. You have the latest stuff that everyone has, right? We're all set up to conformity. Yet you're put on this earth by God in an original design, in an original form. Yet from about, you know, early school to middle school and on, you're basically led to believe it's great to conform. It's kind of an interesting thought. And God sent you on this earth to be original. So when you think about that, the path forward, the path to discovering who you're really supposed to be and achieving everything that God puts you on this earth to achieve, to follow everything that he's put in your heart to follow, right? I always think this, let's clarify something. I always say if there's a dream in my mind, if there's a dream in my heart and it doesn't go away, that it's not just bad pizza. If that dream doesn't go away, that vision doesn't go away, it's what I'm supposed to do. It's what I'm called to do. It's what I'm compelled to do. If it's fleeting, if it's here one minute, gone the next, yeah, it's there. That's not really it, right? That's bad pizza probably. So you have to determine, okay, what am I on this earth for? What makes me tick? What drives my boat? What launches my ship? Like you have to think about those things. What gets my juices going? Like think about what that is and what you have to do to move forward into that you are more life. You have to you're going to have to walk past the crowds of people that say, "Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? What are you doing?" I think I shared with you guys a few months ago that I had done a video and someone came up to me and kind of a peer and said, "Who do you think you are?" I mean, like Tony Robbins or like, who do you think you are? And I realized that I stepped back at that moment and I had a couple months of just like every time I get ready to hop on and do a video, that thought would come to my head. Those words would come to my mind and it paralyzed me. I don't know if you've experienced that or not. Most have. But those words had the power, and I wouldn't have ever thought that. Those words had the power, if I continued to listen to them, to completely derail my future. You're like, that's a little extreme, Amy. No, it's not. If you sit at the feet of other people's thoughts, you'll do nothing in life because everything in life is designed to keep you average, to keep you status quo, and to keep you pretty much living just above the baseline. That's what this whole system is designed, right? In America, we have all these opportunities, but in our society, we're designed to conform and to do what everyone else is doing and be like everybody else. But the people that are leading the world, the people that are leading in technology, they're leading in design, they're leading in fashion, they're leading in real estate, they're leading in churches, are doing things original. They're stepping out and doing original things. And that's what you're on this earth to do. So your pivot point, your pivotal point is to get past the fear and the thoughts of what are other people going to think. Your fear of people. And some would say, "Well, I'm not afraid of that. I don't care what people think." I have to question if you really think you don't care what people think, do something that really is outside of your comfort zone and see if that's a thought that comes to your head. I don't care what people think. No, you care what people think. We're designed to care what people think. We all want the same things. We want to be loved. We want to be accepted. We want to be valued. We care. Let's face it, we care. But if you want to move into your next season, if you want to move in and you want to accomplish, you're going to have to go past all the naysayers. You're going to have to walk past them all, wave to them, smile to them, hug them, do whatever, and keep walking. You're going to have to walk past a peer group that's probably a naysayer that they're probably not celebrating what you're doing. You may even be questioned. I got questioned a couple weeks ago. Why on earth would you have ever built a building like this in this market? And, like, I've had that question before, and I'm like, "You know what?" Because I see things on a different level. I see real estate done in a different level. I always see everything being done on different levels. So, I'm just gonna do things on different levels. Yeah, do I have people that say, "That was ridiculous, it's crazy, I wouldn't have done that?" Yeah, that's fine. But you have to have thick enough skin to be able to move through the haters, thick enough skin to move through the people that are jealous of you, right? I've had arrows at my back for a long time. That is the path of every person doing something different. Unless you stay status quo, your back will have arrows shot at it. That is just part of it's just part of the I don't know. Mm, it just goes with this. It just goes with the territory, right? And I just sat with someone today and I had talked to her and she was another real estate agent and she's like, "Yeah, I'm not liked in my market." I go, "Oh, good, I'm in the right room. Oh, good, I'm talking to the right person. I'm talking to a strong leader. I'm talking to the right person." She goes, "Yeah, it's always kind of been that way. I don't know. I try whatever." And I go, "Yeah, guess what? I'm in the right room. I'm talking to the right person." It goes with the territory. Does anyone like it? No. Does anyone really want to be the butt of jokes or conversations or the person that everyone's trying to take out? No, no one wants to be that. But I have to tell you, if you're going to continue to walk forward, I get the rare opportunity, and I feel so blessed to hang around some people that are doing some amazing things on this earth. And they are people that have huge hearts, are so committed to their communities, are so committed to their teams. They're so committed to their families. And literally, the stuff that they're doing, they're stepping out, stepping over the border of fear, stepping over the what are people going to think, and they're just living their best life. And they're just going for it. And I'm going to challenge you today to go for it. Just go for it. Simply start. And you're going to have people that say, "Hey, what are you doing? Who do you think you are?" But if you let those naysayers take residence in your mind and in your emotions, you're going to get 10 years down the road and you're going to look back at your life and think, why didn't I do that? Why didn't I accomplish more? Why didn't I push that through a bit? And you're going to look around and go, it was because I cared what people thought? Huh. When you break it down like that, I didn't accomplish my dreams because I cared what people thought and I just couldn't get past that. I couldn't get past what people thought of me. If you sit there in that seat, guys, that is a seat of defeat. That is a seat of a very, 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 very life that's lived average. And if you're listening to this podcast, you are not average. You don't even attract average. You don't think average. You're not average. And you're not going to be drawn to that. So here's the reality of it. When you think about your life and where you're going, think about who's cheering you on and who's sitting in the cheap seats shooting darts at you. Because the cheap seats are cheap, right? They're not in the game. They don't walk the path. They don't know. They're cheap seats. They're the ones that can totally send counsel your direction, give you all this advice, but they're the cheap seats because they've never walked the road. They can shoot arrows at everything you're doing. Yet at the end of the day, you keep moving. You keep doing. And you're going to look back and you're going to go, thank God I had those people. Here's what I can tell you. My the greatest people that have served me the most have been people that have not liked me. My enemies have done more for me than my friends have ever done. My enemies have done more for me than my friends have ever done for me. They've caused me to do things at a different level. They've caused me to stretch. They've caused me to grow. They've caused me to have to get beyond myself in certain ways. They've done more for me than any friend has. Think about it. Now think about this. Are you going to open that restaurant up? Are you going to start that business? Are you going to write that book? Are you going to sing that song? Are you going to launch a new career? Are you going to come out of retirement and do a second string or a second finale and just, be so impactful? Or are you going to listen to the fear of, but what will people think? Here's the thing. They don't wake up every morning and go to bed every night with your thoughts. And the reality of it is so many times people really are not thinking about us. That's the truth, facts. That's the truth, folks. Like so many times we cater our lives to what people are going to think, when in reality, they're only thinking about themselves. They're not thinking that much about you. So please don't live your life catering to other people. Please don't live your life catering to what are other people going to think. Here's the truth of the matter. I'm in the real estate business. I tend to be a people pleaser. I want people happy with us. I want people excited about us. I want to serve them at a high level, right? So it's hard for me to think that I'm going to do something that could disrupt things or that people won't be in agreement with or they'll say that was a bad thing to do or why did you do it or what the heck are you thinking? But I've learned that I have to walk past those things. I've toughened up. I'm not saying that I'm not vulnerable to it at times. We all are. But for the most part, I'm like, I'm on a mission. I know my purpose. I'm gonna do everything I can do to build my real estate team, build my company, to make generational impact with my team and all that they can build with their lives, and to make as much impact on this earth as I possibly can, to touch the lives that they can say, you know what, I don't know what it is, but I left there different. I saw myself different. I was able to experience something different. Like I want to make those kinds of impacts, right? And so do you. Guys, here's the thing. All of us are on this earth with a desire to make impact. We are created for it. You want to impact people's lives. If you're listening to this podcast, you're an impactor. You're an influencer of people. You make impact. You care, right? You care that your life is growing, it's flourishing, it's expanding, that the path is getting broader and broader. You care because you're meant to care. You're designed to care. So here you go. Keep moving forward. Say goodbye to the naysayers, wave to them, and keep on walking. Because at the end of the year, like I always look at like what's the end of the year? What's the next 5 years look like? I have strategic goals for the next 3 months, right? At the end of the next 3 months, if I sat on my laurels and didn't do anything because of what are people going to think, I would feel so disappointed in myself. And that downward spiral would happen and it would cause me to fall back next year and the year after because I sat on my hands and didn't do anything because I was afraid of what people think. Or I could launch out, risk it all, and fail miserably. Here's the thing, I've done that a lot too. And this is what I found: fail quickly and get back up. I've failed hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times. So many times. I've probably missed more opportunities than most people have ever had. I've failed miserably. The biggest difference is I pop back up. You have to have the pop back factor. That is a huge key to you moving forward. So you're going to get knocked out by people's opinions. You're going to get sidelined by their comments. It's going to have an impact. There's going to be days you feel down. There's going to be days you feel discouraged. There's going to be days that all you hear is the naysayers, and those voices are so much louder than anyone that's cheering for you. But if you can just pop back up and keep walking, pop back up and keep walking, I promise you, you're going to be so thrilled with yourself that you didn't throw the towel in, that you pushed forward, that you endured the pain, that you moved past the criticism. I promise you, the victory on the side of your success and your daily disciplines and your daily routines to bring all the things you want in your life are going to be so rewarding to you that the naysayers and those voices back there will be like almost like a cheering crowd to you, like a, yeah, okay, whatever. You're going to be so happy with yourself that you did it. Your future self will so thank you. Your future self will thank you. Listen to that again. Your future self will thank you for not settling back into the thought of what will people think? I can't do it because people aren't going to like me. What will people think? The greats know this. I mean, I hate to say it, but the Bible does say that we are like a snort, like we are just a breath. I mean, sometimes I look at people that have been in my life that that I felt like at times were they like rode over me, like they were an enemy to me, or they were difficult. I had a difficult time with them, and now I look at them, I'm like, You're just a mere human being, and your breath comes from the same God that I serve. You're just a human being. It's okay. God's on my side. And you have to take that kind of confidence. You and God are a majority. So everything you set your hand to do, think God and myself, we're partners and we're a majority. That's all we need. Me and God, we're a majority. That's all we need. You and God, you're a majority. That's all you need. So tell the naysayers, no thanks, right? Keep moving, keep pursuing, keep staying true to the vision that you have on the inside. Your future self will thank you. I want you to remember this. You are more. You're more. So push past the crowd, push past the average, push past the status quo, elevate, rocket ship up, and keep going. You are more. Do not quit. You are more.